Hello, everybody. Good evening. Sorry, there was no stream yesterday. I don't like the giraffe. I don't like the look he gives me. It's not very friendly. I'm now distracted because of giraffe. I'm actually gonna increase that a little bit. Oh. I'm messing everything up. Oh dear. No, that's rotate. It's fine. I'm not gonna mess with anything. But I am in a Final Fantasy mood, so Final Fantasy we shall play. We're just gonna, yeah, vibe. Hello! Oh no. Rip internet. Stop the lo-fi there. Sparks joy. Alright, where's my girl? There she is. And pop. Here I am. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Ooh. I need to pull my blanket down. Yes. Specifically for Final Fantasy. Because, I am the cat girl is I. Oh, I forgot that's where we were. Oh, haha. Oh. Don't you love it when you watch a child be confronted with the corpses of his parents? Final Fantasy XIV is a very fun game. 14 is the only Final Fantasy game I've ever played. Yeah, I know. Ouchie. I did too. Highly recommend 14 though. I could give you the copy pasta, but only if you want it. Okay, Alphino. Beneath a star-filled sky. Alphino would rather not worry about what may or may not come to pass. I'm also going to... because I probably turned this down. Oh, I boosted BGM. I was jamming. It should be good, actually. I mean... Turn it up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we love an MMO. I've never played World of Warcraft, but I love Final Fantasy XIV. The only MMO I've ever loved. There is not to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less one which may never come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters, informing Commander Bloedian of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? What? I mean, we wouldn't have that many opportunities to use it. But also, it would be kind of funny. You're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst, but they said you had matters well in hand. Yeah, I murdered him. All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear it, but not half as glad as my men'll be, you believe me. Oh no. Rip. Did you know the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial up to level 60, including the award-winning expansion Heavensward with no restrictions on playtime? That's the short version, but... Okay. Enjoy. I hope Tiny has a good stream. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal's a primal, and there ain't a soul in the Maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, like, we were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friend, sounds to me like a cause for celebration. Now, I know you got places to... Now, I know you got places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane. If it stops raining. Oh, Alice. She baby. Just for the funsies.
Who goes there?
Girl, who you think?
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences. Yet my heart aches more than ever.
Yeah, mine too.
I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me.
Ugh.
But when Grandfather revealed the whole truth of the calamity to us, I finally understood.
I love dialogue for completing coils. It's so good.
And then to continue his legacy in my own way. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the Warriors of Darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid.
Hi,
But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger, of you. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
Oh, there are many. Oh. So, I traveled far and wide with two companions, Estinian and Yazael, who were under some rather unique circumstances. I had the pleasure to fight alongside Sir Emmerich when Alphino and I at last came to the Dravanian hinterlands. Let me talk about Estinian and Yazael.
Gods! They must have been at each other's throats from dawn till dusk. I dare say you managed to keep the peace, though. Merely being in the presence of the Warrior of Light is surely enough to shame anyone into behaving. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on. For the sake of those we hold dear.
She has such a nice voice. I like Alphina's voice too. And they do sound like siblings, which is great. What you got there, buddy boy? I'm once again asking you to clean your axe.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Tainted?
Every tool has its purpose. Even this. Well, what is it?
He's so small.
The seeds sown in
Tiny guy.
Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
A widowbus.
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Oh no.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Ha.
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation.
I can't pretend like I don't know it's a
Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider
Who else
then
speaks
another
like
course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all-too-delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
Yeah. But I forgot how obvious it was.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Good job, Slush. Proud of you.
Very well. Draw her out. We'll make it quick.
Oh.
It shall be done. What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Nymphilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness. Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall
Ouch! Ouchie! Shout out to Moonbreeda. She was the coolest. You know the guy who always wears the hood and the goggles who talks like he's in a Shakespeare play? Or Moonbreeda. Do you not remember Moonbreeda? Okay, well. Moonbreeda was the really cool lady who sacrificed her life in order to kill that one Ascian, like way back when. Like months and months ago. What ho on ya? I trust you had a good night's rest? I mean, it's... I know. I'll explain it all, but... I was but this moment speaking with Bancred and Y'shtola via Link Pearl. I had some interesting news to share. Yeah, but she was cool. Apparently during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates which had once borne Ishgardian seals. It would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. Sir Emmerich believes that it is only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. She was very cool. In the meantime, it only seems prudent to look into the recent activities of the other tribes, in case they too are flush with Ishgardian crystals. Excuse me. And with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another... Wait, where is Alize? She was here a moment ago, with Gabu. Alize! Where are you? Ah, let me guess. It's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it is any consolation, I have already packed my things. How is he? Gender twins together again. Brother, Commander Blodian. Something tells me you're not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with that same expression on his face. You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness? He's still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance, until he comes back to us, until we know for certain what has become of him. Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, nor will the Maelstrom Command. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to. And I know I cannot possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I can do or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to these the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much, your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them, and never, ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them. And you, Alice, thank you. He's just a little guy. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. Congrats. 1,000 times over, there will be a reckoning. Nodders. Sometimes Final Fantasy really knows how to twist the knife. Where am I going? Hello? Where am I? Waking Sands! If I must. I really need to get a retainer. That might not be a bad idea. You guys want to play dress up today? Not so much dress up as create a sim. You just give them all your nonsense, and they're like, here's money. And you're like, cool. Not dress up, but character creation. We have heard the glad tidings from Ogamoro, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa Lominsa may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of the Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. It was by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavily on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Gurinar oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. 7 times have they succeeded. Then of the 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all is as my lady Minfilia spake unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow unto the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Okay. Frail flesh undone in umbral fires, people die in the calamity. Each soul surrenderedeth to her call. Souls returning to the sea, yet to flow unto the endless sea. Yeah. So returning to the ethereal sea, there to endure as one and none. Recombining. Then if the Warriors of Darkness succeed, everyone in the world will die. In essence, the verse speaketh of the renunciation of the flesh and subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner of the Warriors of Darkness described, it would give way unto a void wherein none may know either life or death. Yup. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew, saved. Such, at least, is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then, God, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now you know how I've been feeling. Not even to the same extreme. Just every time I hear something, I'm like, oh God. Ere we speak further on the subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. It would seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of a certain Alamegan parties. Uh-huh. Alamegans? Strange. And you believe this to be the work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? No? I don't... No? Well, yeah. Void! Hi, Void. I've decided I'm gonna keep playing Final Fantasy because you're taking a break. So by the time you get back to Final Fantasy, you won't remember what's happened. Thank you for the subscription. 11 months. Very cool. That's why I was very excited that I was at this point and you were so close to that. I don't want to say too much because... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because everyone forgets anyway. All of my jet has memory problems. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. Unless thou wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Asians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Rhalgr. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of the Alamegan liberation. It may also interest thee to know that their Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Elaine Royale's network of spies. Surely you jest, and yet it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Asians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me, we must seek out the resistance group which received these crystals without delay. Anya, Alize, will you come with me to Little Alamigo? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm like, wow, what a sidetrack. Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves, firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Do you know how hard it's been to remain impartial when I'm playing this? And I'm like, oh, haha, funny joke. funny, haha. Alphino, Alize, Anya, AAA. Are you three listening? Good, I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smugglers' warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you are sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them, and the crystals, too. What if you remained, regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. It was bound for Little Alamigo, we are told, where it will be received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Emmeric's men no longer have need of my service, I have a mind to head that way. As do we, by happy coincidence. We learned of the shipment but a few moments ago. Ha! And there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and her little helpers. My little elves. Ah, wait a moment, there is more. And I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Elaine Royale, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that. Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Y'shtola next, but is there someone else you would have me notify first? No, there isn't. What in the world has gotten into her? It is twice now that we have sought Urianche's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time at the Levier estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later, though, little Alamigo awaits. It's been so long since we've been to Little Alamigo. Hello. Let's see. So we're gonna detour, take a pit stop in Ul'dah, and make a retainer. So we get to character create. Yeehaw. We can make it a bunny boy. I forgot I have the bunny boy unlocked. Bunny boy, bunny boy, bunny boy, bunny boy, bunny boy, bunny boy. I like the bunny boys. They're fun. Because I made my retainer for Aoi before Endwalker was released, so they didn't have bunny boys yet. And so my retainer is a cat boy named Todd. Todd's great. Does a lot of hard work for me. I know, but I haven't needed to. I don't have them do anything except sell on the market board. Where am I going? That is such a force of habit. Ah! I beg of you, sell things. Your materia, sell it. Any, like, let's read. All of this, sell all of this. Dyes, sell those. Meats, leathers, sell them. I can give you a tutorial on how you should go about that once we make a retainer. All right, everyone who wants an opinion better be here. Greetings, I take it you have come to see me about a retainer. Hire a retainer. According to our records, you may hire up to 2 retainers. Currently, you have no retainers in your employ. While customizing a retainer, you'll be unable to communicate with players and engage in other activities. Hire a retainer? Yes. Excellent. We have quite a few men and women on our list, so I invite you to describe the retainer you desire, down to the most minute detail. Yes. Okay. See, this is my one bunny boy I already have. This is Avo. Love him very much. We're not going to pick Avo. I know I have other. My other data. This is Aoi. Love her. This is Anya. Who's this one? No, Seeker of the Sun. Oh, this is Todd. I want to show off Todd. This is Todd. This is my main retainer for Aoi. Shout out to Todd. We're gonna hit randomize. Oh. That's all cat boys. No, we need to pick. Okay. Do we want default man? Tall man. Or woman. Default man. Default woman. Tall man. Tall woman. Short little guy. Short little gal. Cat boy. Cat girl. Big guy. Big gal. Dragon man. Dragon gal. I just... Sad. Hrothgar. Bunny boy, bunny gal. Those are options. One day. One day we will have female Hrothgar. And it will be excellent. The vote is for the bunny gal. Bunny girl it is. Okay. Do we want, soon? I mean, I think it's 7.0. They've pushed it back to 7.0. So not soon, but eventually. Viera of the Rava clan live primarily in the Gulmore jungle, their umber skin allowing them to readily blend in with the surroundings. Though the males stand as wards of the forest, the females are adept hunters in their own right, fiercely guarding their homes and their young. Despite attempts by the Dalmascans to subjugate them, they have ever maintained a self-governing dominion. Though most would adhere to the traditions of the wood, some few have chosen to venture out into the world. And then there's the Vina. With skin as fair as the snow-capped mountains towering above, the Vina clan make their homes in the forest lining the southwestern foothills of the Skate Range. Like the members of their sister clan, the Vina live as hunters and gatherers, laboring not only to protect the woods but to nurture them. As the winds of war swept up a number of those who left their mountain homes, many such hardened hunters chose out to set out for the distant shores of Eorzea. So, jungle rabbit or snow rabbit? Rava. Short bunny gal? Who's still 70 inches tall? Or tall bunny gal, who is 75 inches tall? Or somewhere in between? Do we want, like, all the way tall, or just a little tall? Do we want exact footage? I'm going to assume everyone else agrees, because I have seen no other input. This is just slush playing character creation right now. Actually, yeah. Let's take her outside. See her in the light. Well, yeah, of course you are. Okay. Do we want to adjust the booba slider? Even small-chested, she is not small-chested. I mean, all of them. All of the races have the same outfit. Ba, 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 ba. That seems reasonable. There, it's not clipping into her collar, so... Default face 1. Oh. Face? Well. Face 2. Face 3. Face 4. Two? Okay. Skin color. That is not a good shade on her. What undertone do we want? Do we want from section 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Okay, do we want... That's like the palest option. Yeah. And then that's the deepest option. But where in the scale do we want? It'd probably be easier to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The second to last. Yeah. Now 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. This is 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Okay. Hairstyle. Ooh, I like the braids in that one. The same thing, but with a little fringe. Floofy. Floofy ponytail. Away from face. Short. Flowers. Long and loose. Long and loose and little floofy. Short. Short hair. Short hair with braid. Anime mom. Anime mom with bangs. Slicked back. Ooh. I like the little curls. Or flowers. Piece. Mid-length. Twin tails. See, this is my sister's hairstyle, or was my sister's hairstyle for the longest time. Masha's hairstyle. Dreadlocks. Slicked back. Ponytail. Bob. Alpine girl. Ponytail. This is Anya's hair. That is just Anya's hair. Another short. This one? With the braids? Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Hair color. Do we want a natural or an unnatural? White's actually pretty good. So many options. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Yeah, it was like somewhere, it was like, I think it was like this red. Or was it this red? Was it this one? Yeah. I think it was that one. It looks good. Do we want highlights? Ooh. She looks like a candy cane. We can do something more subtle. Or something in a different color. Or we can just do bright white. I think I'm gonna go like slightly, I don't know. I feel like bright white might be too intense, so maybe just like a little duller and like the gray. Or like slightly colored. I like that one, like a little pink. Thoughts? Yeah. Cool. Jaw. Okay. So, round, little thinner, longer. It was on 2 before. Two. Right time. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The downturned? Big iris. That's what I would pick at least. Okay, eye color. Ooh, kind of like the orangey. I like that one. Yes, yes it is. Or I could do a deeper. I like this range though. Maybe even more. I like the orangey, magenta-y. I think that's kind of what the default was. This one? I'll make it just like a little bit deeper. Executive decisions, a little bit deeper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. Nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I'm just counting. Port. Mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Lip color, but I kind of like the color it is now. Or maybe go like a little bit darker. That's where it's at. Or we could make it heavier. Or just none. Default? Okay. Ear type. So, this is ears 1. Little a bit further back. 2 is straight up and tinted. 3 is the floppy. 4 is a little less fluffy. Big fluffy ears, yes. Ear length. Short little ears, long ears. Or somewhere in between. Stretch tool. Okay. So facial features. Thicker eyebrows. Forehead jewel. Lash line. Longer lashes. Beauty mark. I think definitely this one. She looks a little odd without it. Face makeup. Just that one? Not both? Color. I like it. It's cute. We can make it closer to the highlights. We can, because it was like yeah, that's our highlights color. I think might be like this one. Do we want like the bright white, or do we want like this one? Or maybe like a gray. Which one is it? Is it that one or is this one? That one? I think it was that one. Okay. Eyeshadow and all. She currently is wearing eyeshadow. Girl. I did not know. So eyeshadow, blush, or tattoo. That one looks pretty cool. Okay. I just want to go through all of them again, because I forget. Freckles could be cute. No color. Okay, voice. No. I like the woo.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
I like 6.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
We're giving our bunny girl a voice.
Hey!
Oh, that's fun. I like that one.
Hey!
Thanks, Nightbot. I like her.
Hey! Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
I mean, it just doesn't seem to fit her as much. She doesn't look Japanese enough. Like, it sounds very Japanese. As compared to...
Hey!
Hey! It got wider on me. Which, like, if she looked different, could work. Yeah. Like, there's a way to make all of these voices fit your character, but I think 6 just fits more. And now you get to go sell stuff for us. Lens flare. Okay. Confirm. Do we name the bunny girl after you? I can think of several retainers that are exactly as you describe. Oddly enough, they have strikingly different personalities. If you'd be so kind as to state a preference, it would be most helpful. Quack. Thank you for the quack. So, is she polite, rough, serious, carefree, quack, independent, lively? It just dictates the quack. We can try both. So, let's do polite. What's with all the quacking? Excuse me. Very well, I have just the individual in mind. When summoned, the retainer will greet you just so. What will it be, love? Oh. You can dismiss the retaining and bid you farewell, as must we part so soon? That doesn't... It's not polite to me. So much quacking! It's a good sound effect. But... Okay, serious is... If there is something you would ask of me, then ask it. And when she leaves, it would be... Call on me as you please. If I am so inclined, I will answer. That's just kind of mean. Okay, what's the rough one? Your orders! I would hear them at once. And I am off! I like that one. So carefree is... Yes? Is there something you... need? When she leaves? Is that all? I suppose. Very well. independent. A task for me. I hope it's something fun. Is that, that is all? Oh, I was hoping there would be more. Lively. I'm here to do your bidding, mistress. Ask of me anything at all. Is that all you need of me? But I could yet serve you in so many ways. No, we're gonna go with rough. We're gonna go with rough. Bye-bye, channel points. Your orders, I would hear them at once. And I am off. I like and I am off. Excellent. It is also customary to give a retainer an appellation of one's own making, a nickname as it were. We find this deepens the bond between our clients and the retainers. Slushy. Do you consent? Slushy it is. And now you go get to sell all my crap. So many. I would go insane. Slushy is now in your employ. You can summon a new retainer using nearby bell. If you have any further questions, do not hesitate to ask. Ready? And then we go... Oh. Retainers, yes, I know. Ding ding. There you are. I would hear them at once. Yes, yes, yes. Shame there's a man standing in the way. Sell items. Yes, I know how to sell items on the market. Do not worry. Do not worry. I am a pro at this. Okay. So I have all this junk in my inventory, right? Like, I'm not going to use materia for a while, if ever. So we take our materia. We drag it over. We click the little compare prices button. We see what other people are selling for. And we go, okay, we'll do something in this range. And because I have 7 materia, I should probably do like 180 so people will be more inclined to buy it. We go 180 and we undercut the market. And that's capitalism, baby. Maybe I should up the price on the quack. $60, so we'll do $770. Honk. Quick arm. Oh, we'll go 100. Nope, not that one. Quick tongue. We'll go to 100. Battle dance. These go quick, so. Piety. Jeez. And then all my dies. Do we save my dies or do we give them away? I do not know. We can save them for now, and then we can just get rid of everything else. This time for 100. Mm. 50. Tail. Life. Egg. That's a lot of eggs. Go 100. Worm. Mushroom. Not worth it. Mint. I'll do 100. Worth it. Go 20. And we sort. Start selling all this leather. Elegant silk. Oh yeah, that's money. That's money there. Got lots of dyes. I don't like it's a lot of dyes. White and yellow and lime and turquoise and blue and blue and blue and blue. Okay. Say just like a flat 2,000. Okay. Leather. Ooh. I'll go 8,750. Animal hide. Let's people just at the one. We're just gonna pop. There's money. We'll go 850. Or 350. I can sell 3 more things. Let's see. Curly and rubber. Not worth it. Oh, blood. Nope. Corn. Hey. Okay. Let's see, I have 3. So let's do like 1,000. Heck yeah! Cake good. And now we have the whole last page free. Good luck, Slash. Okay, what were we doing? Yes, Little Alamigo. That's where we're going. See, now we get to play the fun game of if anyone buys anything while we're online, it just pops up right in the center of our screen. Like that! Good stuff. Because that's just where it is. And now we will be rich. You make a cute bunny girl just to send her to the markets. That's just the way of things. For Alamigo! Let's see. Here we are. Hey, kids. Still no sign of Thancred. I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It has been a long day. Did you have something to say? How did we get here before Thancred? Like, we took a whole detour. Urianger. Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head, now more than ever. Listen, Anya, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I am prepared to do what must be done. Right then, to more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. When we were free. So, to review, we are reliably informed that members of the Alamigan resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals, our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the resistance movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Anya, why don't you question the residents of the eastern half of town? Alize and I will do the same in the west. And afterwards, we can rendezvous here to find our findings. To share our findings. To find our findings. Yes. 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 Hello. Let me guess. You come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. Well, he's lit a fire in every Alamigan's heart. He's also inspired more than a few Uldans to pledge themselves to the cause. And little wonder the Garleans won't stop until that we're all under the yoke. The Griffin, huh? I see you there, going around asking questions, looking for the Griffin in his lot, I'll bet. Seems they're the talk of little Alamigo these days. Folk wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for the Garleans, and what's under that mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face, what with all the scars. Others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and that they'd send a bloody legion if they knew he was here. Your guess is as good as mine. Funny it was the goat horn that was the first to go. Was not anticipating that. Eh? The Resistance? Damned if I know. It's not as if I'd be of use to him. If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you. But I'm too old for the mask's bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. There's a lot of people here. Strange. What are we hanging out in Alamigo for? Oh, excuse me. I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. The Griffin? This Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Masks. Yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they are most aggressively militant. They are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamigan liberation is unrivaled. You can but hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions, and mayhap enlist his help while I am about it. Given that you and Gundobald are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead. Shall we? We shall. To hear people speak of him, the Griffin sounds like a man in his middle years. But if that's the case, just what has he been playing at for the past 2 decades? If he's so devoted to the cause, why has he waited until now to do something about it? Unless, of course, he hasn't. Naught would please me more than to be wrong about all of this. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Anya, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. The Griffin? The Griffin? Aye, I know of him, as do we all. He and his masks have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was suspicion at first... Oh, dear. Okay. Though there was shutting down. Though there was suspicion at first, given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished, but I have not forgotten Wilred. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you are not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Karn. Go and see him with your own eyes. Weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient. 'Tis but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. Do. Whatever could be keeping him. If he's taken the scenic route, leaving us to do all the hard work, I shall treat him to a piece of my mind. Reindeer. What a wonderful little lad. Took the long way around, but it's fine. Ba 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 ba. My lights flickered. Spooky. Spooky. Hi, Alphino. Has it already begun? Your voice is coming from within. That's not
Brothers
ominous.
and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a
Yikes.
day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery.
Or bad. Garlean's bad.
The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial
R.I.P.
Viceroy
guys,
reigns
Van
in
Belsar.
Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful.
Went out with a bang.
You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight.
I don't know why I'm yawning
They
so
have
much.
imprisoned us. They
I
have
think I'm just not breathing
enslaved
correctly.
us, and they have murdered us. But no more. Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness.
Okay.
Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it. And together we shall see the
Congrats.
Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more.
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that.
Oh, shiver.
Wait, is that...
What are you two doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Reunion.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel...
Do you see
Might
what
I suggest we continue
see?
this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
Like, I get it, bud. Real bad stuff. Colonization, bad. It's okay. Head hurty. Of all the places to meet, it has to be fate. Mayhap it is my imagination, but you seem rather more rugged and world-weary than when we last spoke. Brother, you got no idea. Words cannot express how glad I am to see both of you alive and well. And you, though it was pretty obvious you and Anya would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believed that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo, all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them. Out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Lolorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Raubon had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact. But having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving you with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. A letter? We didn't get a letter. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. Those are ones that I have. I got kitty headphones. They're pretty poggers. It's very fun. Kitty headphones, very fun. The Griffin mistrusts the silence of the seventh dawn. It is the gamer move. Curious. It is well known that we are no friends to Garlemald. One would think the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. I should say that the man you saw was not, in fact, the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. What? It's not as if I'm making all of you wear one. And mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Wow. Obsessed much? Says the cat girl. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the, to get a better sense of the man. For all the good it did. I don't have the razor ones. I need to look at those. Yeah, those are expensive. My headphones are pretty expensive too, though. And now you have heard the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. Hang on. I'll look them up, because I think I... Razor Kitty headset. Images. The cat ears are a little small. I mean, if you like them, you like them. Plus, they do have, like, a black and green version, which is fun. I look at the pink version because I like pink. Yeah. I have a Yowu cat headphones. And mine are pretty good. They're RGB customizable and such. If you want another option. I didn't check how much the Razer ones were, but yeah. Anyway. Excuse me. I'm bad at breathing today. The Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan, but the Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. Yeah, these are about the same. Mine are about the same price range. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The masks have made many such claims of late. I confess I had assumed it to be mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together, and if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed, that is, assuming you'll have us. Duh. You're Archons. YOWU. I think I have the 4 in pink. I'm pretty sure I sent a picture in the Discord a while ago. Like when I got them. Do you honestly think he's planning to liberate Alamigo with the help of a primal? I mean, could he really be that stupid? In retrospect, their tale is not so surprising. We had reason to believe that they had escaped with the aid of Alamigan refugees, after all. Still, Tatara will be delighted to hear that we have been reunited. Once we have attended to matters here, of course. Yeah. I know, right? If, as you suspect, the Griffin indeed is plotting to summon a primal, we must needs obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of the Griffin's closest associates. And while he may not be aware of the more sensitive details, he can probably tell us the mask's plan in broad strokes. Yeah. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without a suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alphino will pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause. Excuse me. Oy. Ida and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements and testify as to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. Valid. You'll need to look the part that we might maintain the charade until we have him coronered, at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Tailbot, and to have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? It all seems simple enough. Thank you. And with that, Anya, let us be off. I want to stop doing that. Alpha, no. Well, don't look at me. You're the one with the sack of gill. You do have the sack of gill, don't you? Hey, you went to buy what? I don't know what you're up to, but I want no part of it. Money? A heavy leather pouch entrusted to you by Papa Limo. Not all the problems can be solved with a fistful of gill. For the rest, one must needs resort to a sack. Well, you're the ones with the gill, and seeing as you're friends of Papa Limo, there, tunic and slops for the both of you, tailored and treated to your taste. Now, off with you, before someone sees us together. Clothes maketh the man, as they say. Right then, I will go and change, and see you at the spot Papa Limo marked on our maps. You do not need more cat headphones. Do not buy more cat headphones. Hop. Yep. Fashion, baby. Fashion, baby. I still feel like I'm recognizable as the Warrior of Light. Look at Alphino in his silly little outfit. I know. Yeah, that's fair. Well, look at us. A pair of down-at-the-heel adventurers seeking a chance to recapture past glories. Yes, this should suffice. You're also, like, 15. How are you already burnt out? Washed up. And now we play the waiting game. Oy.
My thanks, comrades.
Forgot his voice acted. Wow.
You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much.
I am.
I
Thanks for
understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say.
Oh, no, you're such a bad
Your
actor.
words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to
You're
summon a
not
primal.
subtle at all, Alpha. No.
Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You
smart.
are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals.
AKA, we didn't hire a separate voice actor.
You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
Side note, I didn't realize what my necklace looked like because you can't normally see it with my regular shirt. I'll
You've got
show
to
it
be
off
joking.
after the
Have you gone
cutscene.
completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
And I'm having very serious,
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes.
talking about war and the desperation of
It's because
refugees.
the likes of you
All very
wouldn't sully
sad.
your saintly hands that
But,
Alamigo's been under
necklace.
the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand
Don't be mean
for
to
it, and
Ida.
neither will
Ida never
we.
did anything
We're
wrong.
ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not
No,
be long before they
Ida
summon
did
their god.
Ida did nothing wrong.
Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
Those stars do be schmoovin'.
If there is a cache to be found,
I
Ida and
know.
I will find it.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance
know.
the warrior of light?
I might not look it, but yes, sir. Look at it! Look at the necklace! It's the crest of
Aye.
House Fortholm.
I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave woman can make a difference.
Oh.
You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago.
I forgot. Oh my gosh.
On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
Oh.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it.
How can you know he can see her eyes?
Contemplating taking up arms with that
Or is
band
he
of
low enough that
cupcakes.
he can?
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Man, it still feels like I have so much to go before Stormblood. Oof. We look so silly. Alphino, put your clothes back on. Ah. It's the house for Tom Crest. Oh. Quarry Mill, he said. Do you remember? Forgive me, you cannot be expected to recall every name and face, and besides, it's not as if it matters. I have long admired how you live in the present, how you focus on the problems at hand and always keep moving forward. So, let us keep moving forward together, Anya. We must find and secure those crystals. This is no time for looking back. I remember, though. I'm just gonna take the money. One life for one world. Oh no. If we take the Griffin's double at his word, when the crystals are now somewhere in Zaharark, ready to be put to use by the Amalja, we must apprise Alize of all we have learned. I will join you both in Little Alamigo after I've changed. Zooming. Thancred! How'd you get here before me? Kept you waiting, eh? My apologies. Ah, that's much better. Subterfuge was never my strong suit. You're prepared for battle, then. Ouchie wouchie time. Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings? The sass. You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Heed and Papa Limo were here all along? Well, Yashola will be relieved, and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We should make for Zaharark without delay. Agreed. If there is naught else to discuss, let us depart at once. And so they go forth, in accordance with the Griffin's plan. The players gather to assume their masks on a stage wreathed in flame. ere long the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am the author, gods forgive me, shall at last be performed. Naught else remaineth, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. Time for emotional damage. Yeah. All seems calm here. Is it possible we've been deceived? I think, Reed. You'd think there would be more obvious signs that something was afoot, but if anything, the place seems quieter than I remember it. I have a bad feeling about this. I confess I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions, not until we have braved the Bowl of Embers. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I shall await your signal. Upon proceeding to the Bowl of Embers, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in its entirety. Oh, no. Oh.
This isn't right. The Emulger would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Oh.
Not willingly, no.
That's a lot of dead Emulger.
The saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
Yeah. It's not as extreme, but yeah. That's how you know stuff's about to go down.
By the 12. Will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos.
I'd rather you don't.
One life for one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
Thancred's cool though. Thancred's super cool.
Lest you forget,
Oh,
you've
here,
more
man.
than one
A
opponent.
little,
Carbuncle! Defend me!
funky! What a good boy.
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
I will harm you.
Alizé!
Yeah, that's a flare right to the face. Murder time.
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was. My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Job change time.
As Eorzea's
She turned her
blade of light
carbuncle
once
into a
stood
sword.
by my side, now I shall stand at hers and defend this realm with all my might.
Oh.
Let's finish this.
Yeah. Like, not quite red mage, but red mage. gamers. Oh, I forgot. Oh dear, oh, ouchie.
You shall fall soon enough.
Need to cover off him.
There's no escape.
Oh. See, I have the luxury of being able to move, sir. Oh dear. We will be denied. Ah! Panic. Oh. They echoed? Oh dear. I can't do that. Oh. Ah. Yeah. I forgot about that. I would have warned you if I remembered. Oh dear. Oh dear. Don't, Alphino, stop healing me. Just run away. You're just gonna chase me. In my defense, it is kind of funny. You. Whoa. Again. Ah. Bro, stay down.
No more games.
I'd like more games, please. Oh. Fetters. Fun. Okay, it's over.
It ends now.
You seem a little tired, buddy. Didn't like chasing me around? I was.
What?
The chains.
You sound so surprised.
You snake! You would betray us as well?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Oriange!
The first time.
Mine apologies,
I know.
Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
Seeing his hair for the first time was so weird. Like,
You
he has such
sweet
good hair.
fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Thou mayest, my lady.
That's a good theme. So good. Book.
By thy leave.
What's with the pose, King?
Even odds then. No matter.
So
We'll
funny.
crush the lot of you in one fell swoop.
Default here, man. Angry. Angry default here, man.
Understood.
What, you're gonna cast Despair? Huh? Xenoglossy?
Hearken to me. We only have one chance.
Foul, maybe?
Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together Together we can defeat them!
Oh, the sun's rising. I'm normal. I'm normal. Game's giving me symbolism. I'm normal.
They come!
Oh. Music. Oh. Okay, fighty time back. Thanks, Nightbot. I'm doing the best I can.
The ether! It's not enough!
Aw. Who are you calling weak? Everything's fine. Oh, that's a donut. I'm okay. Oh, not okay, not okay, not okay. Bonk. Oh, I forgot my song. Oh, I'm a bad bard. Bad bard. Gonna need to go down, my guy. I'm okay.
I can feel it! Just a little more!
Ah, rats.
Hurry it up, Nightmare! I'll crush you!
You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot, my guy. Oh. A shame your white mage doesn't know how to res, huh? Kinda cringe if you ask me. You're gonna need you to take a break. Go down. Go down, King. Thank you. Oh! You jerk. You jerk. Alpha, no, I wish I could. Thank you. Enmity.
Tis done! With this blade, I banish the darkness!
Light.
No. Not like this.
I need to take that nightbot drink now. R.I.P. Black Mage. What now default here, man? Yeah, girl. That was a lot of ether. What?
Alize,
Hang
are
on.
you hurt?
That might be a bit much.
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
And there you have it. Our
And?
friend is too stubborn to die.
True.
We are far from finished.
I don't think so. Get on up then, default here, man. Can use the echo
Or
again?
have you never considered how we came to this world?
Asians, probably. That's all we care about. That face.
Crystals? You mean, like the Asians?
Oh.
Just so. As the Asians flee unto the rift twixt plains with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Ouchie. I forgot.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Asians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Wait!
Wait!
Such methods as the Asians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives. We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders and
They're
bid
from
us
another
fight
world.
for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not afraid to die again.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
Just like me, for real, for real. It's the sadness.
To have known the depths of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
I'm just like them, for real, for real. little fangs. So they came from another world, and they want to... Okay. All of the different worlds are reflections of one another. So their world is like ours. And because their world is on the brink of destruction, they would rather have their world completely destroyed and rejoined with our world, rather than let everyone on their world have like a fate worse than death, basically. So they're trying to bring about a calamity on our world.
What is this place?
It's a little convoluted.
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Oh, Thancred.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea.
Mama!
From 2 worlds do we gather, and from 2 worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour, we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Mama! Oh, Thancred.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia.
Blessed children of the first, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Heidelin. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
Minfilia.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Heidelin had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength long sought. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark.
The mirroring.
Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away.
Oh. Ouchie.
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
Oh, Thancred.
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Oh, comic relief.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
I'm having whiplash.
Long have I watched you from Heidelin side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
Yes! Yay! You remembered! I'm so proud of you! Oh, default here, man.
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Shrug. Mother gave it to her. Mother dressed her
Hear me,
properly.
servants of Heidelin. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home.
Ugh.
We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
By default here, man. Yet, it's how you use a tool, not what the tool is.
'Tis a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph, Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
She didn't at the end. Oh. So, reminder, this is her adoptive mother. This is Pink Shirt Lady's adoptive mother.
Thank you, Lemmy, for everything.
I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. Nope. Nope, not crying. No tears. No sadness. No crying. Nope. Nunzo. Nada. Not sad. Not sad at all. Oh, thank grid. So, back. I don't know how to explain this to you because you probably don't remember these events. There's one point in time where like everyone got separated, right? And they all went missing and we didn't know where anyone was. And it was just me and Alphino and Tataru. Minfilia obviously disappeared with everyone else. But instead of like being separated to somewhere in the world, Crystal Mommy, Mother Dearest, pulled her into, pulled her into the Ethereal Sea, which is just like, kind of the underworld, just like where she resides. To act as like her mouthpiece and to like be, because we can't see Heidelin. We know her as like the big crystal in the beginning, right? So she took Minfilia as like an envoy for herself. And so she's not dead, but definitely not like a person anymore. And now she's gone to the other world because the world where Default Hero Man came from is being swallowed by the light because they were just like me, for real, for real. Not kidnapped. She did save her life because Y'shtola caused a cave-in, so she would have gotten squished. So, yeah. So the world the Default Hero Man and his party came from, they were like me, and they were fighting the Asians, who are the bad guys. For us, even. And they defeated the Asians in their world. All the Asians who were, like, attacking there. But because they did, they pushed the balance too far. So, light started swallowing up all of the world, because light is like an element, like all the other elements. Light and dark are elements in this case. So in order to stop the light from taking over everything, they made a deal with the Asians to come to our world and try to shove them together so everything would balance back out. But in doing so, it would kill everyone from his world. But they thought it would be a fate better than what would otherwise be like trapped in light forever. Oh, and we sold some boar hides. If you're not keeping up, it's a little convoluted to explain. But yeah, so Minfilia went with Default Hero Man and his gang back to his world to stop the flood of light that's happening. Yeah. So, she's not dead, but she's not in Kansas anymore. Well, so reincarnation is like a known thing that exists in this world, so their souls would have been returned to the sea so they would one day be born again. So. Oh, you mean like, as the Warrior of Light, you would have just killed them? Yeah, but also, Urianger said all that nonsense before we could even, like, decide whether or not to kill them, so... Okay. Though things did not unfold as perhaps... I mean to say, I truly believe that she... Forgive me, I should not have spoken. It is not my place. Speak thy mind. I do not expect thy forgiveness. Thingrid? Oh. Oh, Thingrid. It would seem we are in southern Thanalan again. Minfilia's doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way, and the Warriors of Darkness, too. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not? But mayhap that was their wish. Ugh. Oof. Ow! It's a wind-up mood, Brina. I forgot that's where you get this. Yeah. Just the Warrior of Light is more merciful than you. Forgive me, my thoughts were elsewhere. In this one I know full well there is yet work to be done. The crystals... Leave them to me. I will go back into Zaharak and secure them. The Amalja will still be in disarray after the thrashing the Warriors of Darkness gave them. They are not like to notice a lone bard skulking about. Oh, it's Thancred speaking. Oh, Thancred. Oh. But Thancred, you don't have to do this, I know. But I want to. I will see you at the Rising Stones. Thancred! Thancred! I should go and find Yida and Papalimo. They must have finished searching the Mask's camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. Well, they can't anymore, so... You must be tired, Anya. I know I am. If thou wilt permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? When I saw you meeting with the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascian in White at the Great Library. I tried not to think the worst. You've never been wanting to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. That doesn't surprise me. You can let Void, he can come back now. Let him know he can come back. But I cannot deny that a part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. Would that there had been another way. Know that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins will forever weigh heavy on my heart. I understand why you did what you did. That you but sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not that many would have the courage to make that choice. Griswold. Very wizardy. But even knowing what came of your actions, I find that I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. Anya, forgive me, but I believe the events of the day have taken their toll on me. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee unto a refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, we shall rejoin thee at the Rising Stones. Until then, Warrior of Light. Griswold is a wizard name, though. Mega ouchie. Mega ouchie wouchie. Bum, ba-dum. Update. Yes, listening. Uh-huh. It's gonna take forever to get the mounts. Hmm? Wrong with what? Hang on. I look fine on my screen. Am I dropping frames? Weird. Just a hiccup. Oh, okay. Panic. Doesn't need to be that fancy. Whatever floats your boat. Time for emotional damage. Part 2. Electric Boogaloo.